We have actually already encountered a type of melodic phrase when we studied sequences. If you recall, a sequence is a melodic motif that is repeated 3 or more times, and each time it is repeated, it is transposed a specific interval higher or lower in pitch. As with all motifs, rhythmic, melodic, or harmonic, repetition is a good thing. It is what unifies the music and helps the listener to understand the music as an ordered whole. But as we saw with rhythmic phrases, unity needs to be balanced with variety. For example, if our entire melodic phrase was made up of only one motif, it would be much too repetitive. Even if we used the techniques for developing motifs learned in the last few lessons, we would still have too little material to work with to compose an entire song. This is why most melodic phrases are made up of a number of different motifs. We saw this in our study of rhythm when we combined primary motifs and secondary motifs to form our rhythmic phrases. We can do the same thing with melodic motifs. In the following example, there are 2 melodic motifs. The primary motif consists of the interval of a fourth, while the secondary motif is of a more stepwise nature and ends in a third. Together, they make up a melodic phrase. You may recall that the definition of a motif states that it is reoccurring. Although the secondary motif occurs only once in this particular phrase, it can reoccur in other phrases and in other places of the song, and need not reoccur immediately. Melodic phrases are not limited to being made up of 1 or 2 motifs. They can also be made up of many. It is important to note that if a phrase is made up of too many motifs, the melody will lack unity and be unintelligible. If a phrase is made up of too few motifs, the melody will lack variety and be dull.